How's it going, guys? I got a game against hello, and it happened to be from my live stream last week. It was like one of 3 games that I thought were alright, okay, decent. Anyways, TCGO was down yesterday, which is why I didn't upload it. I didn't have any material backed up, so it's something that I had to record that day, that kind of thing. Ended up not being an option until later that night. I was just like, I'm just not even gonna bother. And then Wednesday's battle was just MIA because there was a lot of spring cleaning going on between Wednesday and Thursday. The place looks gorgeous, and my channel is still in a state of ruin as a direct result. I am so sorry. Anyways, I really like his team layout. Let me start off by saying that. It's like a Hail team that doesn't have Tentacruel, Heatran, and Mamoswine. It's just Abomasnow and like 5 other things that do okay with it. I really enjoyed this game for some reason. Anyways, I ended up bringing a bunch of weird shit, including 2 UUs, which I wasn't really comfortable with during the match. It looked alright before the game, and then after this, I'm like, well, fuck me, that doesn't work out at all. But going to Rotom Wash just to take the Hydro Pump or the Volt Switch from the other Rotom Wash, just because I am a special defensive Resto Chesto variant, if I'm not mistaken on that one. And I'm just going to go to my Arcanine right now because I know even if he does predict that and he wants to go for an Earthquake or something silly like that, I did intimidate him, that kind of thing. I resist both of his stabs, so honestly the worst that he probably could have done to me would have been like freaking an Earthquake, I think. I honestly think an Earthquake would be the worst thing that he could do to me. Or he could have Toxic me. That probably would have sucked too. But I don't know. That's not really a possibility. But gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp because Abomasnow does not want to stay in against an Arcanine at all. Get the burn on the Quillfish, which is actually pretty nice. But the thing about Quillfish is I forget this thing's moveset a lot. I remember Waterfall and Spikes, but I always forget that it gets Thunder Wave and Pain Split. Pain Split is not relevant right now because it's got full HP, but you can bet your sweet tits because I'm sending in a Latios that T-Wave is definitely going to be relevant, crippling its speed to 25% of its former glory, meaning that I'm slow as shit. But I still got the choice specs on, so I got to pick a move to go with. And I figure HP Fire is going to be the thing because I think he's going to end up going into Fortress. Although if he did end up going into Fortress, would have got down to Sturdy from the HP Fire and then just would have died to Hail. So now that I think about it, in, I guess, hindsight, it probably wouldn't have worked out for him to do that. But he told me during the game that he ended up staying in with Quillfish because he had absolutely nothing to take a hit from Latios, which is like, well, shit, I should have taken better care of this thing. And immediately upon entry, he gets paralyzed. I'm like, okay, that's not how we take care of our Latioses. This is also how we don't take care of our Conkeldurs, just because this does happen to be Guts one with the Toxic Orb. Now, I know people use Flame Orb. I had a lot of people being like, why are you using Toxic Orb? Because I've never really seen a Conkeldurr. The Guts one stay in for longer than 3 turns, so I honestly didn't think it was that big a difference anyway, but whatever, I'll switch it up to Flame Orb eventually. Not like it really does anything, because it gets flinched here. Probably would have gone for a Drain Punch right there or something like that. I honestly don't remember, but he ended up going for a Waterfall. That kind of shit. There's a lot of after-turn effects in this game. I really do apologize for that in advance. It might sound like I'm being a little goofier today, but I'm just trying to fill time, because like there's Hail, and then there's lefties, and then there's like poison damage, and just all the residual damage is just really annoying. But goes into Landorus. I'm going to leave this thing in his death fodder just to see what he ends up wanting to go for. If he wanted to do something silly, like U-turn, or not kill me off, I would have hit something with a Facade. I distinctly remember going for the Facade on that turn, but I end up dying, so might as well go into Rotom Wash. But the one thing I wanted to do right here, but didn't, is I wanted to go for the Volt Switch just so I could get initiative on this turn, but I didn't want to be that guy that like eats a freaking Focus Blast from a Landorus, you know, predicting the switch. Although I guess in hindsight on that one too, that probably would have been the better thing to do as opposed to just Hydro Pumping an Abomasnow and doing a very negligible amount of damage. Kind of sucked. So get some Spikes damage off on this thing. At least Stealth Rocks aren't in play, so Arcanine is still doing a little bit of things. And he gets to Leech Seed the switch. So we got Hail, we got Lefties, we have Leech Seed minus HP and plus HP, and also his leftovers. Fuck me, this is a lot of after turn effects. And we're not even like, we're like halfway through this game, I think. Oh Lord, strap in kids, this is a long one. But he's gonna go ahead and switch out his Abomasnow. Decide to go into his Rotom Wash, and I'm just like, man, I get that this isn't stall or anything, but there is a lot of just chip damage happening, period. And it's... okay. So, go for Flamethrower, doesn't end up doing anything. I wanted to go for Will-O-Wisp, but I honestly thought he would go back. Actually, I killed off Quillfish, so I don't know why I didn't Will-O-Wisp. Whatever. It's not like I was going to go for an HP Grass right there, because although I do carry it, it probably wouldn't have done much to Abomasnow in case he wanted to be ballsy and stay in. Whatever. He wasn't going to stay in. So, the one thing I am sure about is I get to go into my Latios right now. Latios, in its current state, can take any move that the standard Rotom Wash wants to go for. You know, rogue moves such as HP Ice or possibly a Trick would end up working out a little bit better. But, you know, I can take a Volt Switch, I can take a Hydro Pump, I can take a Willow Speed just because I'm paralyzed, and I can take a Pain Split and actually get some more HP back from it. So, he doesn't really have any business staying in, which is why I'm going to go for a Draco right now. The Fortress takes it pretty good, you know, for being a Specs Draco and everything. I think he's special defensive just because of that, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So, I don't want to stay in just because I am at -2. I have no reason to stay in whatsoever. So, just going to go out into my Rotom Wash, and I believe I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch or a Hydro Pump. I honestly thought he'd switch, expecting me to go for the Hydro Pump and just straight up kill it off, but it turns out that he doesn't, and he just stays in. I guess probably knowing that he could live one, just because he is special defensive. So that kind of makes sense too. I really should shut up before I talk about these things, because I answer my own points, I guess. Whatever. Arcanine doesn't like the entry hazards. Gonna take Stealth Rocks damage, 2 layers of spikes, a payback, and hail damage, and just barely live. But it turns out that he does have payback on this thing, which I haven't seen in a long time on the Fortress. But hey, I'm not going to say it works, it really didn't do that much, but I get to go for a Will-O-Wisp right now, if I am not mistaken, and catch something else on the Switch. Now, a lot of my team, if you were looking at the team preview / paying attention to how I've been doing right now, a lot of my team has been dead weight. It's been completely fucking useless, but I get to go for a Will-O-Wisp right now, and this is actually a beneficial turn for me, just because if I leave this thing in, he's going to take hail damage, I believe Life Orb damage. No, he's not going to take Life Orb damage because of Sheer Force, but he's going to take hail damage and he's going to take burn damage. So those two combined are actually going to put me in a decent position where he's taking around 3/8 of damage, I'm pretty sure. Totaled out. Anyways, that is going to give me the opportunity to go into my Scarf Honchkrow and safely take it out with a Brave Bird. And because I do, you know, take Stealth Rocks damage and stuff, the less HP I take from Brave Bird recoil, the better off it's going to be for me to possibly begin sweeping, because Honchkrow's a boss. But take a lot of recoil, not as much as it could have been, but hey, get a Moxie going on that. The one thing I am scared of is this Terrakion being Scarfed. Now, I never actually figured out whether or not it was, but I'm just going to switch out anyways on the off chance that it does in fact happen to be Scarfed. I know his Abomasnow has Ice Shard because we learned that later in the game, but the fact of the matter that he switched this thing in before the Abomasnow leads me to believe that he probably is Scarfed, and my Rotom was just Death Fodder just because, you know, it was at like half HP. It wasn't going to do shit at this point, but I got 2 guys on this team that are pretty heavy hitters, and they actually end up, you know, doing their thing right now. Freaking Banded Breloom is nice. So, get to go for a Mach Punch right now. He has taken a little bit of damage, so I don't have to worry about any mid-game sashes, although mid-game sash with hail would be really stupid. I don't know why that would even be a thing, but okay, whatever. Just take him out. That's it. So, he gets a safe switch into Rotom. He had to do that in order to get a safe switch into Rotom, so I don't really mind that at all. But gonna go into my Latios right now just because, you know, it still remains the solid switch into Rotom Wash. I can still take a Hydro Pump, still take a Volt Switch, even though I'm at like half HP. If he wants Pain Split for whatever stupid reason he can. Y'all know how it works. So I gotta pick a move right now. I was very tempted to go for the Psyshock just to, you know, keep my spec attack up, but it wouldn't have really mattered anyway, because the instant I killed off the Fortress, the Abomasnow would have come in and just killed me off with either an Ice Shard or a Blizzard. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jesus, that yawn really snuck up on me. But he would have killed me off with an Ice Shard or a Blizzard. I still don't know the entire Abomasnow set, but you know how that works. But, Latios dies. I'm so distracted by all the after turn effects. It's just really unbearable. This game, the raw footage for this game was like 19 minutes too. It was pretty bad. But get to go to Honchkrow again right now. He's doing cool things, and he gets to pick off weakened pokes, get a Moxie boost, that kind of thing. But I still don't know, like, while I'm playing the game at this point, that the Abomasnow is Ice Shard. So it's like, okay, I thought he was just going to go into Abomasnow to die to a Brave Bird / Protect Stall for hail damage in order to get Rotom Wash safely in against Breloom. But it turns out he just flat out takes me out with Ice Shard. I'm like, ah, damn it. Damn it. Will nothing work? Nothing is sacred. But I get to go into my Breloom right now. I believe I'm a little bit naturally faster, even though I have speed investment. He doesn't, so I'm just going to shut up. But I get to go for a Mach Punch. He goes for Protect just to stall a little bit with Hail. Knowing that I don't have lefties, that was the smart thing to do, even though it doesn't benefit him whatsoever. But just going to go for a Mach Punch, because it is Technician, stab boosted, the whole 9 yards. You all know how that works. It's going to take him out clean from max HP, so that's not too bad. But I don't even think that crit mattered, to be completely honest. If it did, whatever. If it didn't, whatever too. So anyways, it's Rotom Wash against Breloom, and I go for Mach Punch. I know that's not going to kill without a crit, just because, you know, Mach Punch is only 40 base power. And he ends up going for a Volt Switch just because he doesn't want the Hydro Pump to miss. I don't know how I feel about that play, to be completely honest, because if he went for the Hydro Pump, even if he didn't take me out right there, the hail damage would have taken me out. So he basically just gave up the game on the fact that he tried to chance Volt Switch taking me out because he didn't want Hydro Pump to miss. Just going for Hydro Pump was definitely the better thing there, just because, you know, you would have had better chances to win on that one. What else is there? But either way, it was a good game. It came down to 1 versus 1. Definitely could have gone either way. No, it was supposed to go his way, but it went my way. It was good up until the end, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Holy shit, I'm so out of it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this battle for whatever reason, you can leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe and do your thing. And yeah, I have some extra videos coming up this weekend No, this weekend, pretty much the next 2 days. Got some different things coming to my channel, so be on the lookout for that. And other than that, I guess I'll just see you guys next week. Ooh.